the first, the president sent in a supplementary budget to the National Assembly. Took a look at it, pulled out the amount pledged for assigned for the presidential yacht. Now, because they felt there was no need for that. After they took their decision and presidency comes up to say, hey, it wasn't for the president, by the way. It's for it's for the Navy. Not for the president, it's for the Navy. It's for the operational need. Okay. The same Senate is coming out to say, if you say this is for the Navy, we are going to investigate it. They need to tell us what they are doing with the yachts. Because their job is supposed to be security, to secure the waterways. They will know what a yacht is meant for, yeah? The yacht is a luxury marine vehicle, if you may. And then let's know what you're using it for. Because if you are talking about a ship used for rig, offshore, if you may, and all of that, we can understand that. Let me have you help us dissect the drama that may be unfolding if this investigation goes right, goes the way we think it should go.
Well, first and foremost, it is very insensitive of the current government to embark on such a frivolous spending spree. Do we need a yacht at this period where we don't have functional refineries, at this period where there is so much hunger and poverty? The answer is no. Do we need all these luxurious 130 million each SUVs for the National Assembly at this period where we don't have functional refineries, we don't have functional institutions, there is hunger and poverty? The answer is no. Now, this story of the Senate wanting to go in to do investigation, for me, the answer is also no. Because this is going to be another jamboree where the scarce resources will be used and frittered away over jamboree movements across the country by the senators. We've got to put our priorities right. If this current government means well, first, cut the cost of governance by 40%. And then take off all these frivolous expenditures. Do we need even a supplementary budget at this period of the year when 2024 is just by the corner? We are talking about issues that affect 99% of the population. Provide us fuel that God has given to us. We are talking about, you are going to wait till December. What date in December to have a functional refinery? That is impacting on your economy. That's impacting on the lifestyles of the people. We have very misplaced priorities in this country, currently as we are. The Navy themselves need trainings, need equipment that will enable them take care of our maritime security challenge. That will also improve our economic activities that involve the oil and gas. That's where I think, if expenditures need to go, that we should be focused on. Training of the naval personnel, equipping them with the modern gadgets to track movement of vessels, movement of pirates and all that. Not yacht. What do we need the yacht for? The biggest country, America, that used to have it, have even discarded theirs. What in this period do we need a yacht for? And look at the kind of amount that is being earmarked for it. I mean, this country, sometimes I ask myself, are we suffering from such high level of insensitivity or what? We are talking about priority areas that will improve the economy and improve the life of the citizens. And we are distracted and diverted into frivolous expenditures. Both the yacht and the SUVs should be returned back to wherever they are coming from because we don't need it. They are of no economic benefit to Nigerians. And this is becoming very irritating and very annoying when it comes to, we start discussing about it. They are not our priorities. Today we are buying fuel at 700 naira per liter. And we are talking about issues that improve our economy, improve the lifespan of citizens. And we are diverting scarce resources into frivolities. So for me, the Navy should even excuse themselves from this issue. I remember in 1973, when the current king of brass, Lieutenant Commander Alfred Yacht, as the governor of Rivers State, came up with a love boat for tourism. And it was crisscrossing from Port Harcourt, crisscrossing a lot of these the riverine communities on weekend basis. And it generated a lot of revenue for the state. So tourists were coming from Lagos, Abuja, outside of the country. We had such boat that was functional. And the moment the man's tenure ended, that was the end of that. So if it is a boat that is going to serve, reduce the transportation challenges that citizens are undergoing, and also attract tourists that will use it as relaxation to go around our various communities and appreciate the beautiful nature of this country, that can be understood. But what do we need that thing for? We are talking about reducing the presidential jets, fleet of presidential jets that we have. We are talking about, there are issues for crying out loud that we need to emphasize. And when I see such things, in the news and for me to come and discuss it, I get really pissed off. Let's refocus that the money meant for the Iraq into our refineries, into economic generating activities, not these frivolities that we're being diverted into.